Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market and a pretty flat day on Friday overall for the market. However, we did have a few standout stocks like DraftKings that was up 15% on the day. Lots of our student members and Discord members made a killing, thousands and thousands of dollars on DraftKings earnings. We also had Tesla moving very rapidly on Friday, making an intraday movement of a 5% upward movement, going to $209 per share. So the question, when the stock market does open up on Tuesday, will Tesla surpass $210 per share and make its way to $215 per share like it did on February 16th? Okay, so that's really the resistance that we want to peek our head above, $216 per share on Tesla. Now, this video is going to be all about a juicy earnings update. So if you did come for an earnings update, you came to the right place. Let's go over all these juicy earnings with Nvidia highlighting the week. Nvidia is going to be a huge earnings, so make sure you stay throughout the whole video so you don't miss out on any of these earnings. The stock market is closed due to President's Day, obviously. Tuesday, it opens back up, starting off strong with Walmart before the open, Home Depot right behind Walmart, both before the open. Tuesday after close, which we're going to be making some money on, is going to be Coinbase. All right, Coinbase is going to be a huge one to be watching. We also have Caesars Palace, Toll Brothers, Public Storage, Realty Income. Moving on over to Wednesday before the open, we have Baidu, which is a very interesting AI stock. If you're looking for a international-based company, an AI international-based company, Baidu might be the stock for you. So we'll talk a little bit about them. Wingstop, TG Maxx, we have Fiverr, Wix, Overstock, Garmin. That's going to be a very, very interesting earnings day Wednesday, because after the close, we also have Nvidia, which the whole world, the whole stock market world is going to be scrutinizing Nvidia earnings. So make sure you're strapped in and ready for those earnings, which we're going to be talking about in this video. We also have Lucid coming out, Unity, Etsy, Teladoc, Dutch Bros, Sunrun. So there's a lot of money to be made in the stock market this week, and hopefully you are in the Discord, because we're going to be talking about all the options to be taking calls, puts, expiration dates, strike prices, and everything in between on earnings, who's going to beat, who's going to miss. So make sure you're in the Discord for that. Message me on Instagram to get a formal invite. Thursday before the open, we have another Chinese-based stock coming in strong for earnings. We have Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA. Moderna, mRNA. We have Domino's, Wayfair, Nikola, Yeti. Thursday after the close, Carvana, which is going to be moving huge. We have Warner Bros, Wish, Beyond Meat, and then Friday, not much is going on. Now, if we check in our Discord, we can see that there was an absolutely massive day on Friday. Hundreds of people making money in this group right now. Okay, we can actually see there's over 350 people total in our group. Lots of success coming in on Friday. This was all you can see, 217. Everyone was posting these gains. Hundreds of dollars being made, thousands of dollars being made. So much success story. So if you aren't in the Discord, make sure you message me, because there's tons of success to go around. Here you can see 1 week trading with the team up 200% on the week. Another 100% gainer, $1,000 gainer, $1,300 gainer. And that's all just from Friday. And the list keeps going on and on if we keep scrolling up. So make sure you message me on Instagram if you want to get on that list. But back to the video, let's talk about Coinbase stock first. They are reporting Tuesday, and that's Tuesday after hours, by the way. They have a history of missing pretty hard. In the last week, they're up 17%, and then the last month, they've had an upward trajectory with it going as high as $85 per share on February 3rd. So they're definitely a stock to be watching. They're a very volatile stock, so they're easy to make money off of. Now, if we're buying for long term, I want to buy closer to $35 per share. You can even see my price alert right at the bottom there, $35 per share. I'm going to move that up just a little bit to 38.9, so I'm alerted at that price point, because I do want to buy some more shares of Coinbase. Right now, I only have a couple $1,000s in Coinbase, at around $45 average cost. So I definitely want to get my average cost below $45 for long term. Now, as far as earnings is concerned, we have several people wanting to know these questions. Has Coinbase considered operating an offshore business, perhaps with a Big Four audit and additional risk management controls, to offer new products to international investors while it awaits regulatory clarity on such products in the US? So that'll be very, very interesting if Coinbase CEOs actually answer this question and they say that they plan to go into international, they plan to go to Europe or China, India next. That'll be a huge thing for Coinbase stock. And if they start putting out guidance that they're going to have a big 2023 or 2024, that could also cause the stock to go higher as well. Will Coinbase expand to stocks to compete with platforms like Robinhood? So that's another great question. If they do plan to expand to some stocks, if they announce that, it could be very bullish for Coinbase. However, remember, Coinbase is ultimately going to be following cryptocurrency the most. Crypto didn't have a very strong last quarter at all, so there's a good chance that Coinbase won't have a super strong quarter this quarter reporting for earnings as well. So if they do drop on the earnings, it could be a buying opportunity for long term. It's obviously a very risky stock. The market cap's only $14 billion. So if we start to see that under a $10 billion market cap, once again, I'm going to definitely be scooping up some shares for long term and also some shares for swing trading. Here we see an article saying Coinbase revenue could plunge more than 75% amid crypto slump. Crypto exchange likely lost $568 million in Q4 2022. Coinbase, the second largest crypto exchange by volume, likely logged a fourth consecutive quarter of losses as transaction revenue plummeted and crypto prices stagnated for almost a year now. Key takeaways: Coinbase will likely report EPS of negative $2.48 versus $3 positive for the same period a year ago. Revenue plunged probably more than 75% to only $580 million. Coinbase's trading volume fell throughout 2022 amid a slump in cryptocurrency prices and the collapse of FTX exchange. The firm also faced regulatory challenges, including a $100 million fine levied by U.S. regulators over compliance issues. So overall, it's not looking good for Coinbase, but I do want to move on to Nvidia. Otherwise, we're not going to have time to talk about them, and I really do want to talk about Nvidia in this video. They are the highlight of earnings week, up 21% in the past month, and you can see that there looks like a support right around $211 per share. It started that support on February 3rd, hit it again on February 6th, hit it again on February 10th, and it looks like it hit it for a third time. Could be a triple bottom pattern on February 17th. So watch Nvidia rally to around $225 per share early on the week, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then when it reports earnings, it could obviously move either direction. But I think this might be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. So it could be a good opportunity to buy some call options before leading up to earnings, before they announce their earnings, because all the hype could easily push them to $223 per share before they report earnings Wednesday after the close. Okay, so here we see an interesting paragraph on Nvidia semiconductors. Nvidia riding high on AI chips. Graphic chip maker Nvidia will report its fiscal fourth quarter results late Wednesday. The California-based company is seeing earnings at 81 cents per share, down 39% year over year, which is horrible, on revenue of $6.01 billion, which is also down 21% from a year ago, amid the softening sales of gaming chips, okay? So it could be a rough earnings for Nvidia, but like I said, it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news, because we have been seeing Nvidia rallying and rising ahead of the earnings report on excitement over the use of its graphic processors for artificial intelligence applications such as generative AI tool ChatGPT. Okay, so Nvidia is riding high on AI rumors and it being one of the leaders in AI chips, semiconductor chips. Nvidia is obviously a leader in that, and AI, artificial intelligence, is going to be using those chips produced by Nvidia. Now here we see China leaders Baidu resist pullback. Baidu, Alibaba are all headlighting some of the top Chinese companies set to report this week. Baidu is working on a 4 straight monthly advance, while others pull back as China's rebound rally eases. Analysts expect a search engine leader, Baidu, to report $2.02 EPS Wednesday, up 10% on revenue of $4.7 billion, which is down 10%. Okay, so that's kind of something interesting to think about. One more quick thing before we jump back to Nvidia to think about is blue chip earnings. Walmart, Home Depot launch big retail reporting. Fresh off a shakeup in its technology operations, Walmart's fourth quarter results are due early Tuesday. Analysts look for flat earnings on a low-digit sales increase. Home Depot's also reported Tuesday, targeting very modest sales and earnings increase. Cost pressures will be critical in both reports as investors plot the path of inflation. The reports effectively warm up the Dow reporting season, leaving only Salesforce, CRM, and Nike to report in March. Ticker symbol NKE for Nike. So overall, it's going to be risky to play Nvidia earnings. It could go either way. It can ride up. It could go down based off all of the horrible growth that it's recently had, not growing revenues, not growing net income. Nvidia could easily fall below $200 per share on bad earnings. But if you want to see exactly what I'm buying, when I'm buying, how much I'm buying, and everything in between, make sure you message me on Instagram, join the Discord, join the close friends list so you can see if I'm buying a call or a put on Nvidia, although I gave you guys a lot of strategies so far in this video. And the last stock we'll talk about for earnings in this video is Lucid Group, ticker symbol LCID. Everyone knows them and everyone loves to trade them. They've been a very volatile stock, rising up around 65% in the span of 1 week. Okay, that was just earlier this month. In the last 3 months, they are down 6%. Last year, they're down 61%. And from highs of $55 per share to this day, they're still down 75%. Holy cow. And an all-time low for them was down 87%. So can Lucid Groups bounce back? They are a stock under $10 per share. They were on my list of stocks to buy under $10 per share. Top questions on the earnings call is Saudi PIF taking Lucid private. That was the big rumor. If you guys remember a few weeks ago, they rallied off that news. Okay. Flying up around 100% in 1 day at one point. So that's going to be the big thing, the big talking point of earnings that can move the stock up or down a lot. They're also planning to put out a few new car models, so that could be some positive news. And if that news ends up hitting positively, Lucid Group could definitely rally above $13 per share once again. However, just remember, Lucid is one of the more risky ones to play during this earnings season. So personally, I might even be sitting Lucid out, just a heads up. So here we see a summary. Lucid Group will report its Q4 results next week. The company most likely has lost a significant amount of money during Q4. Delivery growth, margin performance, and the company's cash burn rate are important factors to consider. Okay, article thesis. Lucid will report its fourth quarter earnings result Wednesday, February 22. We will take a look at what investors can expect from the quarterly report. What investors can expect. During the third quarter, Lucid Group managed to produce 2,200 vehicles, which was the best output in the company's history. This is to be expected, of course, as the company is in the ramping stages. Thus, quarter-to-quarter growth should be positive, which will mean that the company will have many record quarters going forward, which could be a good thing for earnings because they've done so bad in the past. any growth basically moving forward, quarter over quarter growth, is going to be easy to acquire. They've only delivered 2,200 vehicles last quarter. So during the third quarter, Lucid had delivered 1,400 vehicles to customers. That's significantly less than the number of vehicles produced, which makes sense. It takes a while for Lucid to deliver these vehicles once produced, thus deliveries are growing with a lag versus produce. Similar trends were seen when other EV players were in similar stages, so it looks like they're on track. For 2022, Lucid has forecasted production of 6,000 vehicles to 7,000 vehicles as the end of the year, the third quarter. Earlier, Lucid had guided for significantly higher production numbers, but the guidance had been reduced due to the issue such as supply chain disruptions and some headwinds in ramping up productions on time. So if they actually come out this earnings report and they guide us higher than 6,000, 7,000, if they blow us away and say, hey guys, we're actually expecting 20,000 vehicles to be delivered, produced, and delivered next quarter, that could blow everyone away and it could cause the stock to skyrocket. Also, with the Saudi company taking Lucid private, that could cause the stock to either skyrocket or fall. So there's a lot of variables going on with Lucid, making the earnings, trading earnings on this stock, buying a call or a put, inherently more risky than some of the other options this week. So I hope you guys absolutely love that video and it prepared you just a little bit for the trading week ahead. I take time out of my weekend every weekend to make these videos for you guys and absolutely make some banger videos. You can see in the last 30 days right there, over 300,000 accounts have been reached. So thank you guys for all the love and support. Every thumbs up you drop on the video, every comment you drop below means the world to me. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support on Instagram and YouTube. Drop a big thumbs up, share this video with a friend, and as long as you keep liking these videos, I'll keep making them for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. In the next video, remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.